back to some James Plays with some more Nuclear Throne. Today we're going to do another normal run, and I think we're going to try give Robot a try. If the B skin, yes, we'll stick with the revolver, and see if we can't go through the process of getting Robot's B skin. The process that we'd have to go through for Robot is simply eating a hyper weapon. Most, if not all, of the blue weapons, as far as I'm aware, are hyper weapons. So the hyper rifle shoots, it's like a better assault rifle for bullets. There's one for every ammo type except bolts, I believe. I can't think of a hyper bolt weapon. The hyper launcher, ton of fun. Hyper slugger is one of my favorite weapons. Hyper rifle is an excellent mid to late game weapon. And impact wrists. Well, yeah, we'll take impact wrists. Again, we're not trying to see how far we can get. We're just having some fun here. I do love the way the maggots go flying. It's always great to try and get impact wrists early on, just to see the maggots go flying when you hit those rib cages and mother maggots. Beat that. Get you. We're good to go. Yeah, you know what, we will. Throne butts are almost always a good mutation. Make some more fun with impact wrists down in the sewers. I'm trying out a new recording software. So if you're watching and you've noticed a difference, for better or for worse, please let me know in the comments. I was using Fraps before, now I'm using OBS, Open Broadcasting Software, which is designed for streaming, but also has applications. Oh man. Impact wrist, this is why I love it. You hit one guy and he goes flying. Fortunately, we're not quick enough on that mimic. God damn it. That's why it's always a good habit to shoot them. Always. Scare your face. Love it. Gotta have it. I love Robot because no weapons go to waste. There's a little more damage than I'm okay with taking. These fire traps, Beer, why do you do this to us? So, yeah, come on. There we go. You could. There's more of you buggers. I think I hate the flame traps more than I hate Little Hunter. And I've died to Little Hunter more times than I've taken damage to the flame traps. Little Hunter at least seems difficult and annoying in an interesting way. Flame traps is just... Oh, he's dead. Oh. Maybe no Robot today. You know what? I want to see how far we can get. I want to see straight up how far we can get. So we're gonna do some crystal. That Robot was our warm-up. Here with the golden shotgun. Grenade launcher will pick up and not use. Crystal is a bit of a newbie crutch, I think. That's another shotgun. Well, maybe that's not fair. I don't think she's a bad character. I mean, she's an excellent character from a gameplay perspective. She's fun, rewarding, and both of her abilities are useful. Excellent. You know, the blocking is extremely helpful without being overpowered, and the additional health again is, you know, from 8 to 10 is not a huge change, but it's just something that's very helpful. I'll trade that out. It's definitely a great character for beginners. I think when you're learning to play Nuclear Throne, having that buffer of a little bit of extra health is great. You can take one more hit on average from most attacks, at least in the early half of the game. We're gonna take Hammerhead. Help us out in a little hunter fight. You can survive one more attack on average, as well as the ability to, you know, right-click and just briefly deflect things is super helpful. But I don't think that it's a character that's exclusively for... Should have cleared out some of these bandits beforehand. I don't think it's a character that's exclusively for new players. I think it's a character that's fun and rewarding for most everyone playing the game. My favorite thing about Crystal is that it makes it less necessary. Actually, we're going to leave that red chest. Makes it less necessary to pick up a melee weapon. Because one of the main purposes of a melee weapon is to deflect incoming bullets. Or destroy big orbs from the throne and throne B. So if you can, and you can do that with as Crystal. So without needing a melee weapon, you can go to the throne fight, the second throne fight, with 2 good weapons instead of forcing yourself to take a melee weapon for survival's sake. Heavy crossbow, yes, baby. Here we go. It's on. We still have our shotgun. It's fine. We've got a heavy crossbow. It will kill pretty much anything that gets in our way, albeit slowly. I think my favorite thing, one of my favorite things that happens in this game is when the snipers stand close enough to, yes, thank you, stand close enough to the flame traps that you kill them and it explodes the flame trap, or when a car is close enough. It's just, it's a wonderful feeling knowing you don't have to deal with that flame trap anymore. We're really getting a lot of use out of the heavy crossbow. I don't think its reload speed is that hampering for us when we have the sawn off for short range, and we can get 1 or 2 kills with it almost every time. This is just, yeah. I knew I shouldn't have run in, but he's still alive. There we go. We're just gonna buy the Salt Slugger. Now we have 2 heavy-hitting weapons that are fairly ammo. Oh, damn it! Well, we still got the portal anyways. I was worried it would have to fight off all the IDPD before killing the portal, getting the portal. Scare your face, yeah, it's easy. Like I was saying, 2 ammo-intensive weapons. I still think it was a good trade-off for the Assault Slugger over the sawn-off shotgun, but you may disagree with me. That's your prerogative. Super Splinter Gun. No. No, especially on the next area. That heavy crossbow is just... And no Eagle Eyes either. All 3 of these weapons actually would have been really great if we had Eagle Eyes. Oh. Okay. So, don't get hit then. Get both. Got the med kit just in time to get hit. Or did I get hit because I took the med kit? That is the question. Okay, there's another med kit. And a third one. We're okay. See, if I wasn't Crystal, I'd be dead. And in this level, Crystal's second ability is completely useless, mind you. So if you think it's overpowered, just remember that it really doesn't apply in a lot of situations. Guys, this is hard. Yep. I think people say Horror is a great character because he has more mutation choice, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's hard enough as it is. They're all so good. It's like when you're at a fancy restaurant and someone else is paying. You know, you're dining on someone else's dime, and the waiter brings the dessert menu, and you're just like, oh, well, my good sir. And you can get whatever you want, and it's just, but you can only get one thing. You know, I worked in a restaurant. Having told that story, I'm now going to tell you, don't get the dessert. Most restaurants make just about everything they serve. Good restaurants, anyways. If you're going to Applebee's, then, I mean, you kind of brought that upon yourself if you're going to Applebee's. But most, sit down. Oh, smart gun. Now, you know what? I think this is working for us. If we got that one level later, before going to the labs, or sorry, 2 levels later before going to the labs, then I'd take it. But for now, we're going to stick with what we got. But yeah, you go to a nice restaurant, they make everything they serve, right? Except the desserts. The desserts are always, like, except in very rare circumstances, they are frozen and then microwaved or otherwise de-thawed immediately before serving to you. Unless it's like a place that serves dessert, like this place where I come from called Dimitri's. It's just a dessert cafe, and they serve like grapes and stuff, and you can see them make it. So a place like that, get the dessert. But we are gonna pick up that minigun and take it with us. But I think the assault slugger has slightly more utility. Or had slightly more utility. We'll just switch now. In general, if you're like a person that's afraid of germs, you really shouldn't eat at a restaurant. Like, just at all. Just period. I've worked in 2 different restaurants, in different parts of the restaurants, and they're not at all pleasant. The second one was better. I worked in an Italian place first time. Let me tell you, it was not a pleasant experience working there. Oh, we're gonna be fighting Little Hunter. This is why we have this. Wait for him. Oh. I guess he's just not interested in me, maybe? Oh, there he is. Okay. We can hit him twice more. This is really... How much do I have? Oh, just a little bit left in that. There. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're golden. I think the IDPD hit him a couple times too. Well, some Little Hunter fights are hard, some are very hard. I don't think I've ever had an easy one, but... Wakes you up in the middle of the run, huh? Oh, ammo. Oh, Gatling Slugger, yes. Okay. So anyways, restaurants, don't do those. I mean for us, the rest of us folks, they're just fine. People go to millions of people go to thousands of restaurants every day. Or I don't know how many restaurants are there in the world? There must be an awful lot. Wonder if there's like 1 million restaurants. I bet there's 1 million restaurants in the world. That's the kind of thing you can't look up on Wikipedia. You can look up a lot of things on Wikipedia. That is not one of them. again with the off topics. But so lots of people, there's a lot of restaurants, and lots of people go to all of them all the time, most of them all the time. And if you live like in a developed country, then you can be relatively confident that you're not going to die from going to a restaurant or get like terribly sick. We eat like, what was it, several spiders a year or something? I think that was debunked though. Anyways, we eat lots of gross stuff that we don't realize, and as a race, we're still doing okay, relatively okay. You know, world hunger, poverty, all that. But we're doing, oh yes, we're doing relatively okay as a race. So I think it's safe to say that restaurants are gross. Don't stop going to them if that's your thing. Alright, Palace, let's see. Crystal's Throne Bud is awful. It's just too difficult to use, in my personal opinion. We're not going to do either of those, so Eagle Eyes is easy choice in this situation. Oh, don't kill me. Thank you. Oh. Everything can turn around so quickly. If only we could get some kids. So yeah, that was a strong spirit save there. I'd love to get that back before the throne fight. Unfortunately, aside from Rabbit's Paw, I didn't really take any auto crossbow versus super crossbow. I'm gonna stick with super crossbow because we have Eagle Eyes. Oh! We fired at the same time. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. We'll get back next time, and please let me know how you like the new recording software. If the sound sounds good, if the picture is better. I should be able to upload in 60 frames per second for 720 and 1080p. So please enjoy and let me know. And as always, if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. That's all, folks.